Hi and hello, I am Athena Pondian here. Welcome to the Anatomy for the Biomedical Engineers classroom once again. Today I am going to discuss about the most important topic of the circulatory system and most importantly it is the last topic of your circulatory system. Today I am going to discuss about what is blood pressure and what are the types of blood pressures and what are the valves of the heart and how it mates and how it looks, everything we are going to see. Come, let's restart the class. What is blood pressure? We can say blood pressure, that is pressure of blood in the blood vessels. The pressure created in the blood vessel, that is nothing but the blood pressure. How it is created? The blood pressure is created because of the response attained in the heart. What is the response of the heart? Heart main function is contraction and relaxation. Because of the contraction of the heart valves, in particularly because of the contraction of the ventricles of the heart, the pressure will create it. The pressure will start in the aorta. That particular pressure in the aorta will reach all over the blood vessels, that is arteries, veins and everything. That pressure is nothing but the blood pressure. Come to the blood pressure types. Due to the contraction of the ventricles, your blood vessels attain some of the pressure. Okay, this particular pressure can be divided into two different types. One is systolic pressure, another one is diastolic pressure. We know that what is systole and what is diastole. In the previous video we saw it. Systole is nothing but the contraction of the heart valves. Diastole is nothing but after the contraction of the heart valves. This is called the diastole. Systolic pressure. Due to the contraction of the heart valves, the pressure created in the heart and the blood vessels is nothing but the systolic pressure. After the contraction of the heart valves, the heart attains relaxation. The measurement of the blood pressure after the contraction is nothing but the diastolic pressure. So always systolic pressure have high pressure because the contraction attains. Due to the contraction, the pressure is higher. After the contraction is get relaxed, then the pressure is minimum compared to the systolic pressure. So systolic pressure is always higher, diastolic pressure is always minimum compared to the systole. Okay, so this is the main thing. So it is systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure is higher and diastolic pressure is minimum. What is the normal range of this particular systolic pressure and diastolic pressure? For the normal adult, the normal blood pressure in the blood vessels is 120 millimeter Hg. The blood pressure is always measured in the way of millimeter per mercury. So in that way, the normal blood pressure is nothing but 120 mmHg. That is systolic pressure. Of course, I already told you systolic pressure is higher. So in the diastolic pressure, it should be less than the 120. So diastolic pressure after the contraction is get over, then the heart attains relaxation. During the time the walls of the blood vessels attain the minimum pressure, that pressure is called as the diastolic pressure. The normal range is 80 mmHg. So that is what the normal blood pressure range is, 120 bar 80 mmHg. The 120 indicates that is high pressure, indicates the systolic pressure. The low, that is next to the level, that is 1 to 80, indicates the diastolic pressure. This blood pressure, that is systolic pressure and the diastolic pressure, all these things can be measured. It can able to measure only with the help of some of the instrument. That instrument is a biomedical instrument. Using that particular instrument, we can able to identify the systolic pressure and the diastolic pressure. That instrument, that is that equipment name is called as a sphygmomanometer. The sphygmomanometer, using the sphygmomanometer, we can easily identify what is the systolic pressure and what is the diastolic pressure of the patient. Nowadays, the digital sphygmomanometer is also available, but I recommended the mercurized sphygmomanometer give accurate reading of your systolic and the diastolic. Walls of the heart play a main vital role because the outer covering of the heart is covered by the pericardium. Peri is nothing but the outer layer. Cardiac, it indicates the heart muscle. The outer covering of the heart wall is nothing but the pericardium layer. Then next to the pericardium layer, of course, in the tissue itself, we know that the cells in the heart is made up of cardiac tissue. The group of cell in the heart is considered as it's called as a cardiac tissue. That particular cardiac tissue creates the muscles called the cardiac muscles. That is entirely different from the other muscles. That cardiac muscles have two different thickness have. We know that the heart is divided by the upper chambers and the lower chambers. The thickness of the cardiac muscles in the upper region is thinner. The thickness of the cardiac muscle in the lower region, that is the ventricles, it is thicker. That is purposely made. Why? Because we know that the auricles, the blood, the deoxygenated blood and the oxygenated blood, it is filled in the auricles first. Then the auricle creates some of the pressure. Because of it is present in the upper region, the small amount of pressure is enough. Because of the gravity, it will move down. So small amount of pressure is enough for it. We does not need a thick walls of the auricles. Even a thinner can able to make a pressure because of it is present in the higher, because of it is present in the upper region. The small thin wall of the auricles are enough for pushing the blood to move down. Okay, nothing matter. Then once the blood is reached to the ventricles, the ventricle should have a thicker wall because this particular ventricle push the blood in the upward direction, not in the downward direction, opposite to the gravity. So that particular ventricles need a thicker wall. Due to the thicker wall only, the pressure will created in the blood and it will move upwards. So that is what the walls of the ventricles is thicker when compared to the auricles. So that's all about the today's class. That is what is blood pressure and what are the types of blood pressure and what are the walls of the heart and how it mates. What is the reason behind the two region of the heart walls? Everything we discussed. So till this we are finished the circulatory system topic. In the next class we are start our unit 3. Hope you understand all the topics in circulatory system. Do you have any doubts on everything? You are just ask me through the classroom, Google Classroom itself. Hope so you are understanding. And the next class we are going to discuss about, we are going to start the new unit, that is respiratory system. Thank you.